For years, the bodybuilding world has been dominated by the traditional split routine. This approach typically involves training different muscle groups on separate days, allowing each muscle group to recover fully before being worked again. This method allows for maximum rest between workouts, which is believed to be essential for muscle recovery and growth. While this method has its merits, a growing body of evidence suggests that a higher training frequency may be the key to unlocking superior muscle growth and strength gains. Research indicates that more frequent training can lead to better results. Enter high-frequency training, a training paradigm that challenges the status quo by advocating for more frequent workouts. This approach is gaining popularity among athletes and fitness enthusiasts alike. High-frequency training, as its name suggests, involves stimulating your muscles more often than the conventional 2 to 3 times per week. Instead of waiting several days to train the same muscle group, you hit it more frequently. This approach is built on the premise that more frequent exposure to training stimuli can lead to greater muscle protein synthesis, enhanced muscle adaptation, and improved neuromuscular efficiency. Essentially, your muscles are constantly being reminded to grow and adapt. By strategically increasing the frequency of your workouts, you create an environment conducive to accelerated muscle growth and strength development. This means you can potentially see faster and more significant results. The benefits of high-frequency training extend beyond just muscle growth. It can also lead to better overall fitness and endurance. This training approach can also enhance your body's ability to recruit muscle fibers, leading to improved performance in the gym and in everyday life. You'll find yourself getting stronger and more capable in various physical activities. Moreover, by spreading your training volume across more sessions, you can potentially reduce the risk of overuse injuries often associated with high-volume, infrequent training. This means you can train more safely and sustainably. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into the science behind high-frequency training, debunk common misconceptions, and provide you with a comprehensive guide on how to implement a full-body, 5-day-a-week routine for optimal results. We'll cover everything from workout structure to recovery strategies. Get ready to challenge your preconceived notions about training and embark on a journey towards a stronger, more muscular you. This new approach could be the game changer you've been looking for in your fitness journey. To truly understand the effectiveness of high-frequency training, we need to explore the science that underpins its principles. This approach is not just about working out more often, it's about strategically timing your workouts to maximize muscle growth and recovery. At its core, muscle growth is driven by the balance between muscle protein synthesis and muscle protein breakdown. These two processes are constantly at play, determining whether your muscles grow, shrink, or stay the same. Muscle protein synthesis is the process by which your body builds new muscle proteins, while muscle protein breakdown is the process of breaking down existing muscle proteins. The net balance between these two processes dictates muscle growth. When you engage in resistance training, you create microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. These tiny injuries are actually beneficial, as they trigger the body's repair mechanisms. This damage signals your body to initiate muscle protein synthesis to repair and rebuild the damaged tissue. The repair process not only fixes the damage but also strengthens the muscle fibers, making them more resilient to future stress. However, this process is not constant. Muscle protein synthesis typically peaks within 24 to 48 hours after a workout, and then gradually returns to baseline levels. This means that the timing of your workouts can significantly impact your muscle growth. This is where high-frequency training comes into play. By strategically planning your workouts, you can keep muscle protein synthesis elevated for longer periods. By training a muscle group more frequently, you can potentially prolong the elevation of muscle protein synthesis, creating a more anabolic environment for muscle growth. This approach ensures that your muscles are constantly in a state of repair and growth. Studies have shown that training a muscle group 2 to 3 times per week results in greater weekly muscle protein synthesis compared to training it just once a week. This increased frequency allows for more consistent muscle growth and adaptation. Furthermore, high-frequency training can enhance muscle adaptation by exposing your muscles to a wider range of stimuli. This variety in training can lead to more comprehensive muscle development. This can lead to improvements in both muscle fiber size, known as hypertrophy, and muscle fiber type composition, ultimately resulting in greater strength and muscle mass gains. By understanding and applying the principles of high-frequency training, you can unlock new levels of fitness and muscle growth. One of the most common concerns surrounding high-frequency training is the risk of overtraining. This fear often stems from a misunderstanding of what overtraining truly entails and how it can be effectively managed. Overtraining is a state of chronic fatigue and performance decline that occurs when the body is subjected to excessive training stress without adequate recovery. It can lead to a host of negative effects including decreased performance, increased risk of injury, and even mental burnout. While overtraining is a legitimate concern, it is often misunderstood and misattributed in the context of high-frequency training. Many people assume that training more frequently automatically leads to overtraining, but this isn't necessarily the case. The key to avoiding overtraining, regardless of training frequency, lies in managing your training volume and intensity appropriately. This means carefully planning your workouts to ensure that you're not doing too much too soon and allowing your body the time it needs to recover. Volume refers to the total amount of weight lifted in a workout or over a week, while intensity refers to the relative weight you're lifting compared to your 1-rep max. Balancing these two factors is crucial for preventing overtraining. High-frequency training does not inherently lead to overtraining. In fact, it can be a very effective way to distribute your training load more evenly across the week. By spreading your training volume across more sessions, you can potentially reduce the risk of overuse injuries and promote better recovery. This approach allows your muscles to recover more fully between sessions, which can actually enhance your overall performance. The key is to find a balance between providing sufficient training stimulus and allowing for adequate rest and recovery. This balance is essential for making consistent progress without running the risk of overtraining. Another common misconception is that high-frequency training leads to excessive muscle damage, hindering muscle growth. However, this is not necessarily true if the training is properly programmed. While some degree of muscle damage is necessary to stimulate muscle growth, excessive damage can be counterproductive. It's important to monitor your body's response to training and adjust your program as needed. High-frequency training, when programmed correctly, can actually optimize muscle damage and repair by promoting a more consistent and manageable level of muscle protein breakdown and synthesis. This can lead to more sustainable muscle growth and improved overall fitness. When designing a full-body 5-day-a-week routine, exercise selection plays a crucial role in maximizing muscle growth and strength development. The foundation of your workouts should consist of compound exercises. Compound exercises are multi-joint movements that work multiple muscle groups simultaneously, leading to greater overall muscle activation and hormonal response. Examples of compound exercises include squats, which target the quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core. Deadlifts, which work the entire posterior chain, including the back, glutes, hamstrings, and forearms. Bench presses, which primarily target the chest, triceps, and shoulders. Overhead presses, which engage the shoulders, triceps, and upper back. And rows, which work the back, biceps, and forearms. These exercises should form the cornerstone of your training program, as they provide the most bang for your buck in terms of muscle activation and overall growth. In addition to compound exercises, you can also incorporate isolation exercises to target specific muscle groups and address any weaknesses or imbalances. Isolation exercises are single-joint movements that isolate a particular muscle or muscle group. Examples include bicep curls, triceps extensions, leg extensions, and hamstring curls. While isolation exercises are not as effective as compound exercises for overall muscle growth, they can be valuable additions to your routine for refining your physique and improving muscular balance. Section 5. Fine-tuning for growth sets, reps, and rest periods. Once you have selected your exercises, the next step is to determine the appropriate sets, reps, and rest periods for each workout. The optimal number of sets and reps will vary depending on your training experience, goals, and recovery capacity. As a general guideline, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per exercise for compound movements. For isolation exercises, you can increase the rep range to 10 to 15 reps per set. Rest periods should be kept relatively short, around 60 to 90 seconds between sets, to maintain an elevated heart rate and promote metabolic stress, which can contribute to muscle growth. Progressive overload is a fundamental principle of muscle growth. This principle states that in order to continue making gains, you must consistently challenge your muscles by gradually increasing the weight, repetitions, or sets over time. In the context of high-frequency training, progressive overload is even more crucial, as you are training each muscle group more frequently. Even small increments of weight or reps can lead to significant gains over time. Remember to track your workouts and strive to improve upon your previous performance each session. When you're training frequently, nutrition and recovery become even more critical. Your body needs the right fuel to perform and recover effectively. Focus on a balanced diet rich in protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Hydration is equally important. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Sleep, well, it's non-negotiable. Aim for 7 to 9 hours each night to allow your muscles to repair and grow. Listen to your body, and don't hesitate to take rest days when needed. Now let's dive into a sample full-body routine. This routine aims to target all major muscle groups, ensuring balanced development and strength gains. Start with a dynamic warm-up to get your blood flowing and muscles ready for action. Follow this with compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. These exercises engage multiple muscle groups, making your workout more efficient. Finish off with accessory exercises tailored to your specific goals, and don't forget to cool down and stretch to enhance flexibility and recovery. Adaptation and progression are key components of any successful training program. Your body adapts to the stresses placed upon it, so it's essential to continually challenge yourself. This could mean adding more weight, increasing the number of repetitions, or incorporating new exercises. Track your progress and make adjustments as needed. Remember, the goal is to keep pushing your limits while avoiding injury. Patience and persistence are your best allies in this journey. Consistency and patience are the cornerstones of remarkable transformations. It's not about quick fixes or overnight success, but rather the steady accumulation of small efforts over time. Stay committed to your routine, even when progress seems slow. Celebrate the small victories and learn from the setbacks. Trust the process and keep your long-term goals in sight. With dedication and perseverance, you'll achieve the transformation you've been working towards.